did not feel obligated to tell anyone that I was pregnant. That's my business. But so when I feel like say, me don't know why Jamaicans stay so. Why them have to in your business? Why Jamaicans have to know everything? They want to know when you go to bathroom and when you come out of bathroom. So hey guys, welcome to another video. Welcome to the Russell family. So in today's video, I will be talking about my experience being pregnant for the very first time. As you can see on the title of this video, my experience of how it has been being pregnant. Listen, being pregnant, you have its good and you have its bad, right? Some things that my parents did not prepare me for being pregnant, they did not tell me about. Some people did not tell me about. They just say, okay, go ahead and get pregnant, and what are you waiting for? Why won't you just go ahead and have a child? But trust me, being pregnant has its ups and its downs. Being pregnant is a blessing, of course, but trust me, you have signs and you have symptoms. So this is more like a story time slash experience type video. Yes, Mr. Russell is not here right now because he's attending to baby, but this is more of a me to you type video of me telling you my experience. So for the first part of the video, first we to become pregnant, we actually plan to become pregnant. We've been married for 2 years plus, and we decided that what we wanted to do was wait a little while before we have children. We don't want to get married and then have children right away. We want to enjoy our marriage first before we have children, and we want to be super ready. People always tell us that we should go ahead and have children, but we decided that we weren't going to have any baby until we decided that we were ready to have a child. So we planned on having a child. So at first I asked my husband, I don't know, I started to have this old baby fever. I went out brown and I saw babies, and I suddenly had the fever and it's like I wanted to have a baby so bad. It's like my clock was ticking. I'm 28 years of age, and I always said that I want to have my first child at 28 years old. So when I reached that age, I don't know, I guess my biological clock started ticking, and it was telling me that it was time for me to go ahead and have a child. So that's what happened. So I asked my husband, I asked Mr. Russell if he was ready to have a child, and at first he said that he was not ready. And that's how I knew I was ready, because when he said that he wasn't ready and we weren't ready, I felt crushed. I felt like we really needed a child. Yes, so afterwards he said that he was going to think about it, and he sat and he think about it, and then he came back to me and he told me that yes, we are actually ready for a child. Yay! I was super excited to actually try. So we set a date and I took out my cup of tea. So if anyone was looking for me to accidentally get pregnant, nah, it wasn't going to happen because I was fully protected. And then after I took out the cup of tea, then we tried for the first month and nothing happened, and I was like, okay, maybe I don't know if I can have a child. It was just for the first month. I was wondering if I could have a child, yes or no. And then but it didn't happen. The first month it didn't happen, and then the second month, yeah, I started having signs and I started to feel like I was pregnant. I don't know how that feeling was, because remember it's my first time, but my body felt different, and I didn't miss my period or anything, so I suspect that something was up. So yeah, I started to sleep a lot. when I was going to school, I was doing an esthetician course. I realized that while in class, I was like sleeping a lot. So I was wondering why I felt so tired, a little miserable, a little mood swings. So then I realized that, yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe I'm pregnant. Maybe I'm knocked up. So I couldn't wait to miss my period. So I went ahead and I took a pregnancy test. And it was early because line on the pregnancy test was one of them was bright and the other one faded, so it showed that it was an early pregnancy. So I was super excited when I went to take the test, and I called my mother-in-law and I told her, and I called my mama and I told my mother that I think I'm pregnant because the test is one is bright and one is dark, and I was so excited. I started to cry. I told my friends that I think I am pregnant and I mean everyone was like super excited. I was excited to, I mean, yes, till I even left my phone. I was so excited that I left my phone at ILO. Yes, I left my phone at Hilo and had to go back. When I reached home, I realized I didn't have my phone. After I bought the pregnancy test, took it, I went home. I realized I did not have my phone. Had to go back for my phone. Yes, so I was so excited that I left my phone. I lost my phone, but thanks be to God, I got it back. So after I found out that I was pregnant, I did not tell my husband because yes, I knew his birthday was going to come up and I wanted to surprise him and tell, you know, so give him a little thing and so on. So I had to fake, listen, I had to fake see my period. So I told my mother-in-law about the plan that I wasn't going to tell him. We even had a party at the house and I ate something and threw up. And my mother-in-law was like, I wonder how you gonna hide that. But I hide it pretty well, and I surprised him at a photo shoot. I took out the pregnancy test and I showed him, and he was super surprised and excited at the same time and everything. And then when we reached over at the party, we told our families and we told our friends, and everybody was excited and I was excited and stuff like that. And then right after the excitement, then I started to feel sick. Like the following week, I started to feel really sick. I didn't have much sign and symptoms before when I fake see my period. Cause listen, I swear to God that me still see my period and me see my period. Cause me even wear pad. It was well thought through and it was well planned. Yes, it was well planned. So I had on pad and everything, and he thought that yes, I was actually seeing my period. Yes. So I had nausea and vomiting throughout my entire pregnancy. Listen, up to the time when I was ready to have baby, I was vomiting. So I had the nausea and vomiting straight through my pregnancy, and trust me, that never pretty, because nausea kind of cut my appetite for eat. I never want to eat. Well, I was pretty hungry. I was very hungry, but I did not want anything to eat, which was very sad. And I was so worried about baby weight and wondering if the baby is going to be fat or skinny. And even my mother-in-law, she said to me that, listen, to how you watch you up and I must want to something I bring come here, because trust me, nothing was staying down and I didn't want to eat anything at all. So that was my real issue. That was my biggest thing, being pregnant. I had to take gravel every single night. If I did not take my gravel, then I would be throwing up. So if I don't take it at nights, at first, during the first months of the pregnancy, when I took the gravel, I was still throwing up and I still have a little bit of nausea. But then when it reached like the 4th month, when I took it, I felt better. So I had to take the gravel every single night. If I forget to take my gravel at night, then I would be done for. I would be done for the entire day. So I had to be living on the gravel pill, and Right now, I'm glad I have to take them. I don't miss them at all. Them little pill there, I don't miss them. Every single night I have to take them. I don't miss them. Yeah. No, so for the first month, I was tired, nauseous, stuff like that. For the second month, we actually went to the health center. I was pretty early. Pregnancy was very young. I went to the health center. They weren't expecting to see me because they said that most persons don't show up to the health center until they are like far into the pregnancy or stuff like that. But I went there pretty early. So in the second month of my pregnancy, I had a trip planned from way before me. Come let me forget say, we did have a birthday trip planned with my sister that yeah, I got pregnant and I was sick. And I did not know that I was going to be sick. When I went to the US, I was it was good. It was a good experience for me to go to New York, but being pregnant and going to New York in the winter was not the best thing for me, and I did not know that. So I first traveling on the plane, I was sick, but I didn't throw up, thanks be to God. But then when I reached there, I was sick straight through. I couldn't Walmart. When I went to Walmart, the scent in Walmart had me away. I couldn't eat anything. Every food there tastes horrible. There was a snowstorm and I was like stuck inside of the house, so everything smell. I mean, my sister was like, she didn't smell anything, but I pick up every scent, and that was annoying. I smell everything. If the fridge open, oh God, it killed me. If the fridge open, I feel like throwing up. And then there was a snowstorm and I was locked inside the house. So yes, it was horrible. The best thing about the good thing about the trip was I got to see snow for the first time, yes. And I enjoyed my sister's birthday. I enjoy seeing my sister. We spent so many time together and I love her so much and stuff like that. But just me, being pregnant on that trip was not the best. And I know that she was annoyed. I can see that she was annoyed, but I am so sorry, and I plan to make it up back to her. Yes, I plan on making it up. But can you come out of my video, sir?
Oh,
So
nice.
what the heck? Come out of the
Where
Get
is this?
out of my video. Yes. For the first, but then what is wrong with you? My shopping experience also, the shopping experience was not good for me either. I did not get to purchase things that I went to purchase. Shopping, I didn't get to buy any clothes because anywhere I go I just want to just go back home because either my foot hurt me or something, so I wanted to just go back home. I didn't get to purchase some of the things that people asked me to purchase. I couldn't get to go buy candles, the scented candles, because that scent affected me so much. Every scent affected me, so I couldn't get to go get the scented candles. I couldn't get to buy anything for anyone. Coming back on the trip, they took away my ginger ale, which was supposed to keep me from being nauseous because I couldn't carry any juice and stuff like that. So traveling back was horrible. The custom people them did treat me away because they never know me pregnant, and they tell me to lift up every bag and all kind of something, and me have to tell them. And one lady tell me about if me pregnant, why me travel alone and all kind of something. And yes, now reaching back to Jamaica. When I got back to Jamaica, I was super excited because being in New York, it's a snowstorm, so you have to be in AC. So everything is AC, from the house to the car is AC, and that was killing me. So when I came to Jamaica, the first thing I tell them to do is wind down the window. I say, listen, wind down the window, fresh air. But then when I reached Portmore, and the raw fish scent lick me. Miss Lisa, why not back that way? Because we get sick automatically. I was like, oh my god, this is horrible. This is horrible. This is horrible. But I got through to it. At first, that's when my husband first found out that I being around him makes me sick, because he is deodorant. I couldn't take the scent, and my husband have allergies, and I could smell it. I literally could smell it. My nose was like a magnet. It pulls scent. Trust me, pull scent. So he couldn't be around me. I had to change his deodorant. Whenever his allergies act up, he couldn't use his nasal spray because that made me sick. We went to a hotel and we used the spray, and I throw up. So just TMI, just picture you doing stuff and throwing up. That wasn't good. Anyways, so that was the second month. The third month, I was like, everybody was saying that you'll get over the morning sickness, you'll feel better, stuff like that, and I could not wait. I was showing in the second, when I went, I was showing just a bit. I was just showing a bit. But when I came back, you could literally see that I was pregnant. But it wasn't that big, you know. I still could wear a big shirt and nobody knew, because I didn't tell anyone that I was pregnant. I was nervous. I was scared about this whole miscarriage. I don't know, this whole miscarriage thing, they kind of have me away, because you say, all right, you can be pregnant and you can lose the child, and you know, and I did not want that to happen. So that was one of my biggest issue. I was super scared of losing my child. So I didn't want to tell anyone. I didn't want to go through the experience of telling people that I'm pregnant, and then all of a sudden you lose the baby. Where is it pregnant? I never want to go through all of that. So I never tell nobody, really, right? So when I came back, 3 months, the sickness did not go away. So 3 months, I was still sick. And I was working at this hairdressing shop. I was doing makeup, and I did not tell anyone. As I said, I did not tell anyone. I did not tell my aunties. I just told my mother and those close to me. My mother, my father, my brothers, my sisters. Just people, just close family knew about my pregnancy. So I did not tell any co-worker, and I did not feel obligated. Listen, I did not feel obligated. I can't even say a word. I did not feel obligated to tell anyone that I was pregnant. That's my business. So when I went to the shop, and I did not tell those girls, I did makeup there, and I came back, and those girls, they assume, or they suspect that I was pregnant. And the people, them create a big excitement over my pregnancy. Listen, oh, me I hide my pregnancy, and how me not tell nobody. Them even gone to saying that maybe I'm not my husband pick me. Like, come on, like seriously, how dumb are you? And maybe I know your husband pick me and stuff like that, and why you hide it, and why this and why that. So that made me feel a way about my first pregnancy. I mean, why people have to be like that? Them create a lot of excitement. People was in the shop, people looking at me, and I don't like people. If you know me, I don't like people staring at me. I don't really like people staring at me, and I don't like excitement. I don't like attention to that. Sometimes me like attention, but me not like them kind of attention there. And the girl them that draw kind of attention for me. And I was like, I'm not obligated to tell you that I'm pregnant, right? So, and that was the whole reason. The whole reason is because I was scared. So I'm not going to tell everybody, right? So I wanted to keep it to myself. But then feel like, say, I don't know why Jamaicans stay so. Why them have to in your business? Why Jamaicans have to know everything? They want to know when you go to the bathroom and when you come out of the bathroom. So it was horrible at first. I felt bad about my own pregnancy because of them, right? So throughout, I felt pain like everybody else. So for the 4th month, For the 4th month, I felt the baby for the first time. We didn't get to celebrate our anniversary because I wasn't in Jamaica. So we went to